On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At small forward, Tony Snell. At center, Christian Wood. At shooting guard, Luke Kennard. At the other forward position, Blake Griffin. At the other guard position, Derrick Rose. The head coach of the visiting team is Dwyane Wade. Shooting guard at 6'3" number 9, Wesley Matthews. Starting at center, 7 feet, number 11, Brook Lopez. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 6, Eric Bledsoe. At the small forward position, at 6'6", number 22, Chris Middleton. A 6'5" forward from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The head coach of your home team is Mike Budenholzer. Once again, your Milwaukee Bucks!
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Detroit Pistons. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Well, for the Milwaukee Bucks, it had been an 18-year dry spell. They hadn't won a playoff series since 2001, the longest such drought in the league. But with superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the way, the times are indeed changing in Brew City. Kevin?
They are fun to watch. Thank you, David. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Bucks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, Detroit, 4 games back.
And checking out Detroit, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
This has been the thought all along. They have enough to compete night in and night out, but they're not taking 4 out of 7 from a top team in this league. No way.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. On the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with Wood, and it's Rose in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Now the pass to Bledsoe. Lopez right side. Kicks to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lopez. A baseline change, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. I like this tonight, Smitty. We have veteran leadership on both teams. When you were a rookie in the NBA, who was your mentor?
You know, Kevin, this is going to surprise you because everybody looks at guys kind of on the court. My mentor was Manute Bol. Really? I played nothing like Manute Bol, but I would tell you, Kevin, he was my mentor. He would grab me by the ear and twist it and tell me what I needed to do as far as a leadership standpoint.
I never would have guessed him, Smitty, never.
Kevin, I walked in with some shorts and a polo shirt in Miami. He grabbed my ear and said, "That's not professional." you better wear a suit. I'm like, Manute is 90 degrees. I had to wear a suit every game.
I like that suit. Giannis against Griffin. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
People wonder how happy Blake Griffin would be after being traded from L.A. to Detroit a few years back. He has completely embraced the city, and Motown loves him back as well, quickly becoming a fan favorite.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And with Griffin, he's also embraced Detroit's situation, trying to build a contender.
Griffin said he feels like he's a part of building something special here in Detroit. You have to admire how quickly Blake has gone all in for the Pistons franchise.
That one is no good.
You know, it's interesting. Blake has increased his shooting range, but that hasn't really carried over to the free throw line.
Lopez, no luck.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the rejection by Giannis. And the shot goes in. The Bucks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Middleton for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Trying his luck from deep. Matthews with the rebound.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
Now Giannis following the three-point attempt by Blake Griffin. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo shoots it in.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Rose against Bledsoe. Rose can't hit.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Good way to start this game. If you want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta. And they get it. The shot, no good. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. Milwaukee leading by 4. Inside. And the dunk by Giannis.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
For Detroit, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Passes to Wood. Pass to Snell. Stolen by Middleton. Fast break, Milwaukee. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws the slam.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
And now the first time out called here for Detroit.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Fifth is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's been a rock for them defensively. Just so many steals for him this year, and so many of them have been in key moments for his team.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against Portland.
Really consistent with their aggression. In that game, we saw very few lulls from an intensity standpoint.
A couple things stood out for me. They were relentless, and they also played under control. That's a deadly combination.
4 on the clock. Poked away, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Bledsoe. Trying to end the drought. Shots good by Kennard.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned them there.
Bledsoe passes to Lopez. From downtown, the shot, no good. And it's Detroit the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Antetokounmpo, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Free throw good. Giannis. Smitty is a player when it comes to preparing for a long season. Talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Derrick Rose.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Griffin with some nice D.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the back.
And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Personal foul.
So it'll be Derrick Rose shooting. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And boy, what a year it was for Derrick Rose. And the sea of fans hoping that he would get back to what he once was, as he was electric.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Rose, no good on that one. And for Rose, so many had written him off, but he was a huge factor for the Timberwolves.
Rose still has a tremendous passion for the game, and it really shows on the court. His renaissance last season was one of the better stories in our league.
Clock at 6. The drive by Hill. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Pass to Maker. Ilyasova against Rose. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Rose has got 6.
Derrick Rose inside is a treat to watch because watch how high he gets off the floor.
The pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. But they'll get another chance. And the basket by Hill.
George Hill.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Now, here's Doumbouya. He's guarded closely. Passes it to Mikhailuk. Outside Rose. Over Hill. Again, the Pistons score.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, the Pistons, one of the more successful franchises in NBA history.
For your
3
Bucks,
titles
George
and many
Hill.
other trips to the NBA Finals.
2 shots.
Only a handful of franchises can say that.
And he makes the first. And Smitty, you were talking about the Pistons, a history of success, of championships. But the last 10 years have been difficult.
Pistons have struggled the last decade. You're so right, Kevin. But this team has a track record of not staying down for long. Detroit doing what they can to return to championship contention.
Both free throws good from Hill.
George Hill, you know, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend ones or twos, one of those players who can fit in on any team in the league.
That's his first personal foul.
There's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. Five on the clock. A floater.
And make no mistake, George Hill is a two-way player. Great contest there.
Pass to Connaughton for 3. Drops in the tray.
Connaughton.
And the Bucks lead by 5.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Doumbouya can't get it to go.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
And here is Hill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Here's the teardrop. Lopez, no luck. Pistons trailed by 5. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
1:10 left in the first quarter. Mikhailuk passes to Galloway. Pistons passing it around. There's Brown with the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Here's Connaughton. Picked away. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Brown. Good.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's DiVincenzo. He's covered by Brown. Lopez outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Rebound, Detroit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now, here is Hill. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's DiVincenzo. It'll count. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Hill, Robin Lopez out there with Williams. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. Here's Hill, after the made shot from Sekou Doumbouya. It's hauled in by Brown. The Pistons leading. He dishes it to Galloway. We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. McRae passes to Doumbouya. No good on that one. The Bucks shooting 40% from the field. Here's DiVincenzo. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Lopez up top. And there's the pass to DiVincenzo. Lets it go from deep. Buries it from three-point range.
DiVincenzo for 3.
And the Bucks lead by 2.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Galloway. Passes it to McRae. Here's Doumbouya. Off target from three-point range. To the inside, Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down.
Pass to McRae. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bucks leading by 4. On the wing, Korver. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Williams trying to break free. Lopez, no luck.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
Detroit, no good that time either.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
He kicks it to Hill. Lopez outside. Korver attacking. It's rebounded by McRae.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Galloway. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Hey, Steve, if your team is holding on to a narrow lead, which player do you want defending that last shot of the game?
I would say Kawhi Leonard, Giannis because of his length, Paul George, Draymond Green, and I really love Klay Thompson. Not that he's going to block the shot, but he always stays in position.
It's your GPS giving matter of fact, I don't even care where you've been. Bad vibes get over me. I hear it. Treat me close like property. Collect them like Monopoly. Like properly. Won't come if there's not a beat. stop me. Show them my discography. I like women and with so much either. You best check my life if I gave you my pen. Even though I gave up like 90% for the window. I've been on a roll. You've been a protector of my soul. You've been.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for Williams. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill. And a different look here for the Pistons. Wood, he's checked in for Henson. Griffin comes in for Dumboya. Kennard, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Rose in for Langston Galloway. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. But Casey has found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
Sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. Here's Rose. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Lopez with the steal. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
And Giannis throws it down.
He's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Kennard, the pass to Wood. Here's the dish to Rose. Back to Wood. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. Here's Lopez, and there it is for him. And now it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Right side Rose. To the wing right side. Here's Kennard. Guarded by Korver. Shots good by Kennard.
Easy look for mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Bledsoe passes to Giannis. For 3, Middleton drills the three-pointer. Middleton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
The gravity of Kyle Korver drawing defenders and finding the open man.
Rose passes to Wood. Here's McRae. Yep, it counts. McRae's got his first 2 points of the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Pass to Giannis. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. And that's 19 points for Giannis.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The pass to McRae. Outside Griffin. Right wing. Here's Kennard. Again, the Pistons good for 2. Bucks leading by 7.
You know, a big change last season for Luke Kennard happened when he stopped worrying about taking bad shots. He was asked to be more proactive on offense and start creating chances for himself instead of waiting for the ball to be swung to him.
And Rose, wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball. Rose has got 11.
Sometimes Derrick Rose is usually hit or miss, but when he's on, look out.
Bledsoe against Griffin. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
and hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And Smitty, that aggressiveness from Kennard, that's what the team wants from him.
He's a big part of their future. They need that from him. He may not be their number 1 or number 2 scorer, but he could be a very solid option off the bench or as a starter.
You're trying to stop a G, trying to make it hard for me, trying to make it hard for me.
Say you got him for the door. Hey, what he giving, showing love. Break it down, nigga. Didn't know the ropes. Now he calling my phone, talking about you. Yeah, it was yours, but it's mine now. Talk about it so we gon' find out. Everybody, we ride out, jump out. Steal it, now we gon' hide out. Send it back to you, fella. Try something, then it's bye-bye. Laugh in your face like ha-ha. Ran off on him. Everybody think I'm tripping. Ain't nobody give a when I ain't got a just hit it up. Now I'm back on my feet. I got that for the cheap. Everybody come shop with me, cause I done ran off on them.
So some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthews in for Kyle Korver. Here's Kennard. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Atlanta.
Even though he got fouled a lot, he never lost any of his aggressiveness. He kept making free throws, and in the process, really frustrated the team.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Back to Matthews. Bledsoe with it. And Griffin picks him up defensively. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
The Bucks have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, last season, the NBA expanded the three-point shootout contest to 10 contestants at All-Star Weekend. Smitty, do you ever wish that you'd had another shot at it?
Yes, indeed, Kevin. I didn't shoot it as well as I wanted to in that contest. Whether they added 10 or more or 20 players, I just wish I had another shot. But it's over, and now I can dream about it.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Now Griffin, covered by Giannis. Matthews with the steal. And Makers sends it back.
Watching him protect the rim, you never guess Makers averaging less than 1 block a game for his career.
Over to the left wing. A nice shot by Mikhailuk. Mikhailuk's got his first basket.
I like that approach, playing inside out, forcing the defense to scramble.
Giannis with it, and Griffin picks him up defensively. And Giannis throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
So it's the Pistons now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Griffin's shot is off.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Giannis outside. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. The Pistons shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Galloway's checked in. free throw drops for Griffin. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They've led by as much as 10. Out left to the wing. Here's DiVincenzo. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, you guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 1 block. Shaq, let's get your take on Milwaukee.
Three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really like it. Live by the jumper, die by the jumper. But tonight, they're living and they're living good, baby.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Well, obviously, they didn't show up on the glass at all. They were getting outworked, out-hustled, and outplayed. And their competition showed just the opposite. They wanted it more. You can't give up a ton of extra possessions in a game like this and expect to win.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Pistons trailed by 10. On the court for the Pistons. At the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Wood in at the center position. Here's Snell. No points in the game yet for him. 6 to shoot. Here's Griffin. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Middleton for 3. Detroit with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Snell. Dishes to Griffin. Fires for 3. No good that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Middleton left side. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
Starting to have 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Middleton. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Chris Middleton. And it's Rose missing.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime. 3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Griffin. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Snell. Lopez covering. Rose, no good.
Beating right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Count that one. And the Bucks lead by 18.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. We see it all the time, Smitty. The league doing more to protect the landing zone of shooters. But some guys using that forward momentum to change that landing spot. What do you think of that?
Kevin, this is a great debate because as an offensive guy, I know you see a guy launching, I might change my shot and start to go forward just in case I can get a foul if it doesn't make the shot. This is a tough call to call. It's going to be like the charge block, I think, in some years to come.
One more time, let him in.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Antetokounmpo.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Here's Snell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rose against Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. Outside Rose. Here's Henson. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Middleton. 13th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Lopez finds Matthews. Back to Lopez. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
Here's Henson following the basket by Brook Lopez. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Now here's Rose following the miss by John Henson. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after Bledsoe. And Bledsoe with the stuff.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Williams comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kyle Korver is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Detroit also making some changes. Noomboy is checked in for Christian Wood. McRae has come in for Luke Kennard. And it's Bruce Brown in for Derrick Rose.
And from beyond the arc, he puts a stop to that 12-0 run by Milwaukee.
Hill kicks to Williams. Outside Korver. Hill against Brown. Hill looking it over. He's off on that one. And Detroit the other way now. In the corner, Snell with it. Here's McRae. Lays it up off the glass. McRae's got his second bucket of the night.
Great player movement, great ball movement. That's fun to watch.
Hill passes to Lopez. Kicks it to Middleton. McRae from Korver. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. There's the pass to Lopez. No one on him.
Robert Lopez.
Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Brown the pass to Snell. Over to the wing. And Henson kicks to McRae. Over Korver. And the shot no good from McRae. Middleton inside the three-point line, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Bruce Brown, as a rookie, was a fantastic role player for the Pistons. Came in looking to provide plus defense and played with energy to spark the team. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Passes it to Williams. Outside Korver. Pass to Middleton. Fires from deep. Trains it from beyond the arc. Middleton's got 11 points. And playing to his strong points, something that Brown is very comfortable with.
You know, he identified his role on the team early, something that can be hard for a rookie to find. Brown keeps his game simple, and so far that's worked quite well for him in his young NBA career.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes.
One more time for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Kyle Korver. Now here is Hill. Outside Williams. And Maker sends it back. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Pistons trail by 17. Here's Galloway. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Maker passes to Henson. Over Williams. That one wide left. The
shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
To the middle, it's stolen by Maker. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team in 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. The Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. It's still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much.
And what a terrific job he's doing tonight. No trouble going in there among the trees and pulling down monster rebounds.
George Hill!
1:19 left to play in the third. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Galloway. Sinks the triple. Galloway has got 5 points so far.
Very solid shot by Langston Galloway, doing it at the pro level.
Pass to Connaughton. Hill with him. The pass to Ilyasova. And Maker sends it back, but he gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Back to Ilyasova. For 3, Hill. Milwaukee the rebound.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Here's Galloway. He's guarded by Hill. Lets the 3 fly. Galloway, no good. Here's Connaughton, and Hill has it in the corner. Poke loose. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back to the action after this word. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
They're playing harder, they're cutting harder, they're running harder, they're playing defense on us harder down here. We're kind of tiptoeing on our cuts. We got to up our level.
And Dwayne Casey imploring his guys to put forth a greater effort. Feels they're getting out-hustled.
That's right. I mean, the one thing coaches cannot stand is a lack of energy. Expect these guys to ramp it up from an intensity standpoint.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then it's Matthews, then there's Bledsoe, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2-guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Wood. He dishes it to Griffin. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Matthews, no one around him, gets the 3-pointer to fall. And the Bucks lead by 21.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Now here's Griffin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Smitty, Blake Griffin stepping up his game in every way since joining the Detroit Pistons.
Kevin, last season was a career year in scoring, and he's doing so much on the floor. Rebounding and passing are a big part of his game now, and he's leading the way for this team in a lot of ways.
The first one falls. Smitty, the NBA now permitting teams to sell international sponsorships. I mean, the league just continues to grow globally.
They have done a fantastic job. Teams can now enhance their visibility with this deal, and their internet makes this all possible when you get a chance to watch these teams all over the world.
Yeah, that's a good point. And good on the second, so he makes them both. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's the dish to Lopez. Matthews with it. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Kennard. Hammers it in after taking it the length of the floor.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Yeah, he's a one-man show in transition. Impressive play, taking it right to the rim.
Now here's Bledsoe, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. On defense, the Pistons, they've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Rose up on top, guarded by Bledsoe. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second. Derrick Rose putting pressure on the defense, always looking to draw contact.
Coach Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport.
And the first one at the line is good.
Explosiveness by Derrick Rose is one of the reasons why a lot of guys do not want to guard him.
And both free throws good for Rose.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Rose against Bledsoe. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Count it. Griffin's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Milwaukee leading by 16. Bledsoe looking it over. And he drops it in from the low post. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his third foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Griffin against Giannis. The shot's good from Griffin.
I like this about Blake Griffin. Puts constant pressure on the defense. Plays a very physical game.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Antetokounmpo screws it in.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Pass to Snell. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer, and there's another one for the Pistons.
working against size. He's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Rose. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Free throw drops for Rose. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 22 is their biggest lead. Bledsoe outside. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Milwaukee ball.
Bucks leading by 15. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. And Matthews kicks to Middleton. And the three off target. Detroit's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Outside Rose. Back to Griffin. Shoots over Matthews. Detroit, no good that time either.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Antetokounmpo goes to the fadeaway.
With the basket.
Giannis has got 10 points here in the second half. Rose looking around. And the pass to Snell. Passes to Wood. 3 on the clock. Griffin trying to get open. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Middleton. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
Pistons trailed by 19. Pass to Wood. Bledsoe against Rose. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Nice herky-jerky move by Derrick Rose to get into the lane and make a play.
Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Rose. With the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
Now here's Bledsoe. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Rose, good.
The last thing you want to see from the defense is Derrick Rose starting to find a rhythm with his shot.
Now Bledsoe. The pass to Lopez. Takes it down to Middleton. Bledsoe against Rose. 5 to shoot. Here's Matthews. No good that time. Some solid defense from Rose. Here's Kennard. Antetokounmpo defending. Griffin against Bledsoe. And it's sent back by Lopez. And here is Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's hard to beat at anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Pass to Kennard. Back to Rose. Floats one up. And he sinks the layup. Rose has got 22 points.
Derrick Rose, against the defense, surprised him a little bit with that floating jump shot.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 22 is their biggest lead. To the paint. Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now here's Rose. Down low. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Rose has got 13 points now in the quarter.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Milwaukee.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way, and the other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see one more of one another before the season's over.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Ilyasova comes in for Antetokounmpo. Brown, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Eric Bledsoe. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Brown. Ilyasova. No one around him. And again, the Bucks miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
It's tipped, and he gets it back. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
At the line for the Pistons, Jordan McRae. 2 shots.
first free throw is good. So he gets them both. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's DiVincenzo.
Lopez.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bucks lead by 19.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Brooke. Congrats on the win. How important was this game for you?
You know, it's very big for us. It's a good benchmark. We've been trying to improve every game. You know, we've been getting better these past few games. And, you know, we know these guys are a very good team, so we wanted to come out and make a statement.
You sure did make a big statement tonight, Brooke. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.